Hey, what's going on, you guys? So, first things first. At this point, you're likely a part of the New World Bankers private investment community at this point, and this is likely your first time using Discord, or you've been familiar with Discord, but may not necessarily know the best way to use our Discord. So the purpose of this video is to really just walk you through the Discord process, tell you what to expect, but also, give you some tips as far as the best way to actually use this community that we've built. So first and foremost, I want to go ahead and show you guys the Discord. All right. Where's Discord? Okay, cool. So on the screen, you guys should see the Discord application. Notice at the top here we have start here, right? Everything up here is pretty much self-explanatory. You're checking out the rules, you're checking out start here. Likely you will start to see more videos posted here to help you get started on your journey to experience DeFi in the metaverse, or to make some meta money. And everything else past that point is actually in the process of still finding the best way to disseminate information in this form. So I've done the best that I can and hired people to kind of help organize this thing as much as we could. And you may see some more changes in the future, but the biggest takeaway is to really start underneath the start here section and introduce yourself, right? Although these items on the left may change, it's always going to be around decentralized finance, at least for right now. That's why the group is called New World Bankers. The goal of this group, this community, is to take advantage of the new financial system or the new financial structure that is being created, that is being built within the metaverse. So we look for different opportunities to take advantage of that, and we share them with each other in this group. So notice on the side, we'll have what's called different categories, right? All of these big block letters will always, anything that's in capital letters will always represent a major category, and anything underneath that category is like a sub channel, right? So New World Bankers, obviously that's the name of our community. General means that's general chat. We got FAQ session here, which needs to be updated. Crumble chat, this is for a community wide project that we're looking to take on, where we create our own crypto. That's still in the really early stages. Market updates, I typically put the market updates for the week here so that you guys can access them easily. I may start putting these inside Patreon. I got away from Patreon for a while, but the ease of it is actually, it's actually pretty simple, and it simplifies a lot of things for me. So notice here we have DeFi house, but this entire Discord group is really DeFi. So look for this to actually change. You might see DeFi, and then as a major category, you might see trading, portfolio strategies, and then research underneath each of these sections, or we may leave it the same. But long story short, what I want you to understand is that these are the categories, and within the categories, we often have different conversations or different threads to easily find information as we compartmentalize information in this particular form. So as you guys know, these chats in Discord, you got to go search for things, right? So if you got to search for something, you want to have that information broken down in as simple terms as possible. So this is my attempt. This is our attempt to break these different categories down. That's why I say they may change, because it's one big experiment. But ultimately, you can always find the different chat variations over on the left hand side, dispersed between categories and different channels. If you look up here at the top where it says events, there are no upcoming events I have scheduled right now, but typically before we go live on Zoom or Instagram, or we have a weekly meeting or something, I'll post that up here in the event section. So you'll actually see it at the top of your Discord server. Now, other than that, there's just a couple of different, let me see here. There's just a couple of different tips that I do have for you guys in reference to getting the most out of this community. So, in order to receive, you must give, right? And that's a universal law. Right? You can't get anything in the world without giving something. And yes, you likely paid to be in the group, and that's definitely giving something. But if you really want to maximize what you get out of this group, understand that this group does have a lot of intelligent people who take the metaverse and cryptoverse very seriously. So maybe they see things that myself or my team doesn't see, right? Or maybe they've learned something, or maybe they've been on the journey longer than you, right? So, it's important to pick their brains, right? Because they're in this community for a reason. They want to help people. They want to learn from other people as well. So ask them questions that help them sharpen up, right? And guess what? When you ask questions and you get answers from people in the community, now you become equipped with the answer to answer someone else who has the same question, whether they're inside our community or outside of our community. So we're really big on iron sharpening iron here. Try to contribute as much as possible, and you will get that in return. So another thing to kind of keep in mind is that if you're presenting an opportunity to the group, make sure that you research it, pretty thoroughly, or have some type of information, about it, unless you're just asking, hey, can somebody help research this? Right. But if you're saying, hey, you guys, buy this, or, hey, I think you guys should really take a look at it, make sure you have some type of information. Maybe they have some type of maybe they have some type of catalyst coming up. Maybe there's a really interesting piece of technology. Maybe they have a really great community, but give us a reason why you're presenting whatever it is that you're presenting to the group. And that way people gain trust and respect for you. And when they see your name being posted in the group, or when they see you post something in the group, and they see your name pop up, they're more inclined to read it and look at it, versus if someone who posts and their posts don't really have any substance, right? So just once again, just keep that in mind. And that not only applies to the New World Bankers Discord, but it also applies to other Discords as well. If you're looking to seriously get involved in crypto, if you're looking to really expand, you will likely be in other Discord groups. And that same behavior, these same rules will pretty much make sure you win in no matter which Discord or which community you join. I think I have a couple more important things here. All right, cool. So another really important thing to highlight is this group does not provide investment advice, right? We are in a very experimental market, right? We are not in a place to give anybody any type of financial advice, because nobody on the planet is, to be completely honest. Some people may have more experience than others, but at the end of the day, we're dealing with new financial primitives, things that have not been created before, right? Things that have not been created before. So we are the test dummies. Now, oftentimes we get incentivized, right, with money to be the test dummies on these new financial primitives or these new financial products and services. But make no mistake, it's still a big experiment. So keep in mind, although we may discuss a lot of different projects, right? A lot of different projects. The reason we are discussing that is because this industry is so new, and we have to be aware of the different changes that are happening and be able to consistently follow the narratives and everything else that comes with that. So when you see this influx, right, we'll try to, my goal for this community, what I try to do is I limit the amount of noise that you expose yourself to so that you don't get distracted. So you can kind of trust that every project that I bring to you guys, or every strategy that I bring to you guys, has been something that I have looked at extensively. It's something that I personally am interested in the things that I personally invest in, I will give you guys notification on when I personally invest or make a move on something. So if I'm going over this, if I'm discussing something, if I have already invested or if I plan to invest, I'll let you know that. If I haven't, I'll also let you know that as well. So the way that you take that information is, as you're getting exposed to these opportunities, the more you're in the market, what happens is you start to develop your own thesis, or you start to adopt somebody else's thesis, right? And you start to choose coins for different reasons, right? And you got to kind of be in the market a little bit to really get comfortable with that. But essentially, when you start to see these different opportunities that are being presented in the group, understand that you don't have to take each and every one of them. That's not what they're supposed to be for. In all actuality, you're supposed to only have like a small handful of coins or strategies that you use so that you can refine those and you can get better and better and better, right? I always tell people in crypto, you want to go deeper. You want to go deep and not wide, right? You don't want to stretch yourself too thin. You want to go, you want to learn as much as you can about a specific spot within crypto and become the master of that. So this group, this community is focused around the money aspect of the metaverse. The metaverse has to have some type of monetary backing, some type of monetary system. And the goal for this community is to put opportunities in front of the community members, and opportunities that allow us to take advantage of the building of the new infrastructure, the new financial infrastructure of the metaverse. So keep that in mind. I think that's pretty much it. Everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. The schedule may change. Sometimes I may do live market updates. Sometimes I'll do pre-recorded market updates where I just release those updates depending on what my time is. Working on a few different projects and still trying to work on getting that schedule. So the schedule may change sometimes. So in order to not miss anything, I say turn on your notifications for Patreon. As far as Discord, you can go to the notifications and kind of customize the notifications to where it's only when certain channels speak. So like the announcement channel, maybe you can keep those alerts on. Maybe there's a setting where you can change it to where it's whenever everyone is mentioned, you get a notification, or whenever you specifically are mentioned, you get a notification, because the only people in this community who can use the everyone message is myself and any other community manager. Right. So that you can trust that won't get abused at all. But definitely make sure that your notifications are set to some settings that allow you to be notified when important things are being said. Right. You don't want to have an alert anytime somebody says something in the community, but you do want to be alerted when there's important information, because a benefit of being a part of this group is receiving the alpha information. Alpha information meaning information that most of the public doesn't have yet, meaning that it's coming from the source itself, right? That gives us a head on the market, or something that's coming from this group that we actually conceptualize, or something that we actually see, right? And we come up with the alpha directly, but you won't get that alpha unless you're here. Right? Like there's certain airdrops that we're participating in. There's different trades that we're participating in, different different communities that we're looking to move as a collective into, right, to influence those communities. So just kind of keep that in mind, as far as the notifications and stuff, because I know some people turn their notifications all the way off, and I do the same, but I make sure the important notifications have a way of getting through. But anyway, that's a quick rundown of what you can expect from the New World Bankers community. This is just a quick overview video on, what they expect from the Discord channel, what to do when you first get in. Like I said, introduce yourself, participate, ask questions, answer questions, be a member, and watch, how you are benefited by surrounding yourself with other intelligent people who are interested in the same thing that you're interested in. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys on the inside. All right. Peace.